Hi guys, good morning to everybody. How you doing? Love you. You know, some stuff is just being laid on my heart. I wanted to get out there, talk with everybody about. I'm not exactly sure why, but I had a kind of a picture, and I've seen this many times before. A picture of, just driving down the street and seeing somebody who's less fortunate than you on the side of the street. And here in the country today, we have all this animosity bursting out. Um, and how do we know that we're not contributors? We look at the police and we say, here these guys are overbearing on people. But how do we know that we, driving around in our cars with our opinions, don't bear part of the burden just by carrying the opinions that we have against things that we don't understand, people we don't understand, ways that we don't understand. So what I'm talking about is like, imagine it would be just like the way people have their windows rolled down and they're blasting their music. Somebody rolls down the street and they're playing jazz and nobody seems to mind. Somebody rolls down the street and they're playing disco. Nobody seems to mind. Somebody rolls down the street and they're playing really dark black metal, grunge, hate, screaming music. All of a sudden, everybody's up in arms. Well, that's energy, right? Each person has a vibe, has energy. They're carrying that and they're amplifying that out into their environment, right? And that can be at work in a cubicle, that can be just driving down the street with your opinions. You think because you can't see it, because you can't see like some little wisp of smoke floating out from your head to whatever target you're looking at, you think that the environment isn't affected by the energy that you carry within. But it's not like that. It's exactly like a little wisp of smoke coming right out of your head and zeroing in and targeting the thing that you dislike. And this would be one of the reasons that Jesus talked about forgiveness, is because, or take the beam out of your eye before you attempt to take the beam out of your brother's eye. The whole point of that is simply that when you are carrying around this negative energy, you are impacting yourself and your world possibly in a negative way, that because it's unseen, you don't think that it's actually impacting the world. You think that your thoughts are simply your own, but it works more like, farting in the wind. Somebody's going to smell it. It's going to affect the universe. It's going to affect people. And it's coming from you. So then love is the answer. I mean, it is. Forgive anyone and everyone that you can figure out how to forgive. Yeah, there's things in you right now that you can't figure out how to forgive. That's the stuff you got to give to God. Put on the God shelf, give it to Him, submit, and say, Father, you know more than I do, and I'm not going to let this be a limiting between you and me, God, because I'm going to hold on to this anger or this hate or whatever. No, you don't want to do that. Clear your shelf inside you. Give the things that hurt to God, and then the things that you can deal with, submit. Be pliable in your heart. Look at the family or look at the people you don't know, the people you're driving by, and instead of, pushing out that little dagger of anger or hate or whatever, turn it into forgiveness, turn it into respect. They live a different life than you. They're hurting, Make it good. Love you guys.